dakshina to the Brahmanas, who were supervised by great personalities like Vasishtha, Asit, Gautam, representing the king, the performer of the sacrifices. Yeah,
when one performs ritualistic sacrifices as prescribed in the Vedas, one needs expert brahmanas known as Yagnika brahmanas. In Kali Yuga, however, there is a scarcity of such brahmanas. Therefore, in Kali Yuga, the sacrifice is recommended. The sacrifice recommended in Shastra is Sankirtana Yagya. Yagnai Sankirtana Prayer Yajanti Hi Sumedasa. Instead of spending money unnecessarily on performing yagnas impossible to perform in this age of Kali because of the scarcity of Yagnika Brahmanas, one who is intelligent performs Sankirtana Yagya. Without properly performing yagnas to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead, there will be a scarcity of rain. Yagnat Bhavati Parjanya. Therefore, the performance of yagna is essential. Without yagna, there will be a scarcity of rain, and because of the scarcity, no food grains will be produced, and there will be famines. It is a duty of the king, therefore, to perform different types of yagnas, such as the Ashwamedha yagna, to maintain the production of food grains. Anad bhavati bhutani. Without food grains, both men and animals will starve. Therefore, yagna is necessary for the state to perform, because by yagna the people in general will be fed sumptuously. The brahmanas and the yagnika priests should be sufficiently paid for their expert service. This payment is called dakshina. Ambarish Maharaj, as the head of the state, performed all these yagnas through great personalities like Vasishtha, Gautama, and Asita. Personally, however, he was engaged in devotional service, as mentioned before. Savai Mana Krishna Padaravindayo. The king or head of state must see that things go on well under proper guidance, and he must be an ideal devotee, as exemplified by Maharaj Ambarish. It is the duty of the king to see that food and grains are produced even in desert countries, or to speak of elsewhere.
Om Jnanam Timirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmitame Tasmaya Shri Guruve Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Apitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahiyam Dadati Swapadam Bande Aham Sri Guru Sri Uttapada Kamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavasya Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagan Raghunathan Tam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padhan Sahagana Lalita Sri Sakhan. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagat Pate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhana Sute Devi Pranam Vancha Kalpataru Dhyasya Kripa Sindhu Priyocha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Sari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Yejeshwara Aswamedhai Adhiyagyam Ishwaram Mahabhibhut Upachitangah Dakshinai Tatai Vasisht Asit Gautam Adibhi Dhanvani Abhisrotam Asau Saraswati. In the desert countries where there flowed the river Saraswati, Maharaja Ambarish performed great sacrifice like the Ashwamedha Yagyas, and thus satisfied the master of all Yagyas, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Such sacrifices were performed with great opulence and suitable paraphernalia, and with contribution of dakshina to the Brahmanas, who were supervised by the great personality like Vasishtha, Asit, Gautam, representing the king, the performer of the sacrifices. Hare Krishna. So we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, 9th canto, chapter 4, how Ambarish Maharaj being a great king. King means he is father of all the citizens, not only human beings, even animals, birds, beasts, everyone. So, king is a leader of all human beings. So nobody can become a leader unless he is God conscious, Krishna consciousness. Only leader means he must provide necessities of all human beings. This is meaning of leader. Nobody can lead people unless he provides all the necessities. Therefore, God is the ultimate leader. And anyone who follows the God, Krishna, he also can lead the society. Otherwise, very, very difficult. Therefore, somebody wants to lead one person, either 10% or 100%, he must be God conscious. Why? Everything belongs to God. Everything. In this material world, we have nothing. Isha Vasha Idam Sarvam. Everything God's property. And God is supreme leader. Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam. He is singular and we are plural. We are so many plural. The singular person, how one person can lead? Everybody is independent, everybody has different opinion. Only leading means if you are able to take care of the people, to provide necessity of people, not only philosophy, daily necessity. Whatever necessity means, basic necessity, food, shelter, clothing, this is basic necessity. So somebody provides basic necessity, he can lead the society. And basic necessity of human beings is depend on the mercy of God. Because this food grains, here describes, proper describes purport, depends on the mercy of God. You cannot produce food grains in the factory. You can't produce nut bolt and plastic. Not food grains. Nobody can eat nut bolt and plastic. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada commented, Annad bhavati bhutani, parjanya anna sambhava. What is our basic necessity? Food grains, fruits, water, grains, flour, all these things we need. And clothing also comes from earth. Everything. So these only nobody can create. Only by the mercy of Krishna. By the mercy of Krishna, there will be enough rain. Enough rain means as we required, not more than that. Sometime, present time, we need little rain, then heavy rains. When we need heavy rain, there is no rain. I don't think here everything is okay, might government is good.
No. Drought, severe drought in UK.
Yeah, really. But in Kenya, there are 2 times rain in a year, and some place every day rain. Just like Kisumu. But when to present time I am seeing few years, sometime in rainy season no rain, this year so much rain. There is no crops because heavy rain. Heavy rain, but everything spoils. But when God becomes happy, then He delivers everything according to our requirement. That is important. Because He is controller of the rain, He is controller of the sunshine, moonshine, His material nature is under His control. Maya dhyakshen prakriti suyate sacharacharam. This material nature He controls. Nobody can control. You can see, therefore, Ambarish Maharaj, he is king, he is a leader. He is not thinking he is a leader. He is thinking God is a leader. There are 2 things we can see in his character as a leader. nobody can become king if he is not a leader. So, leader means everybody is a leader. Somebody is leading someone, just like father is leading the children. Mother is also leading the children. So, father is guiding to his wife. Everybody is leading somehow or other. So, everyone should be God conscious. Then he can guide children, society, community, friend, everything. Otherwise, it's not possible. Because unless you are God consciousness, you are a blind person. No vision. No vision. What is vision? Vision means 4 things. Eating, sleeping, mating and defending. That is a vision of a person who is not God consciousness. So those who are God consciousness, they know what is the necessity of human being. So you can see here, Ambarish Maharaj, he has personal responsibility, personal, his family, and his responsibility of the citizens. So for personal satisfaction, so we have heard Savai Mana Krishna Padara Bindayo. He always remembering, thinking about Krishna. He engaged everything, all his senses in the service of Krishna. That is personal. And for the benefit of the people, he is performing sacrifice for the satisfaction of the Vishnu. Sacrifice not his glory. I am very glorious, just like other Indra. He performed 100 sacrifices for his own glories. That's why he became very proud and puffed up. But here we see, he was performing sacrifice for the satisfaction of the Lord. Jasmin tushta, jagat tushta. If Lord is satisfied, then everything will be all right. Everything coming from him. Everything. Just like father is hungry, how he can provide hungry. If father is hungry at home, how he can provide the food to the children? He is himself suffering. Same thing. We have nothing, but we want to serve society, community, country. And we are thinking by providing enough food grains, so much, all the arrangement, everything, people will be happy. People will not be happy. If still you can see such a wonderful management, people is still complaining the government. Because they are not happy. They are not satisfied. So here, very wonderful, for personal, for public, only work is one, how to satisfy the Lord. There is no other work. And sacrifice, he engaged this way. It is not according to his capacity. Lord is very kind. He says, Patram Puspam Phalam Toyam. If you have nothing, you can offer the water, one flower. But you have enough. So therefore word is Mahabhibhut Uchit Anga Dakshidai. Mahayuth, he has so much money. So he was serving Krishna with great opulence. He is not okay, I have read Bhagavad Gita. He says, Patram Puspam Phalam Toyam. Ourselves we are eating pizza, pasta, so many things. But for him, give little water and tulsi. That is meaning. And Prabhupada is commented very nicely. Aim is to satisfy the Lord. Either by sacrifice, either by wealth, by whatever. But in this age of Kali, we don't have such opulent, so we can perform Sankirtan Yajna. By Sankirtan Yajna, by Yajnas, when Lord is happy, then all the demigods will be happy. Then they will, water, everything will appear. So, once I remember one incident, Srila Prabhupada, when he was preaching, probably you know, when Srila Prabhupada was preaching in India, at that time there was so much drought in South India. So much drought. People were suffering. And this chief minister of state was requesting everyone, please donate us. We don't have food, we are dying. Then also that time even ISKCON was known in India, especially because not So many, that time there were not so many Indian followers. Because they came, American devotees went there, European devotees. So Indians, oh, now ISKCON is very rich, because they were seeing American. Still Americans are very rich. There is no problem. This country is the richest country in the world. So that's why they approached Srila Prabhupada. Please help us. Prabhupada told, if I give something, tomorrow again will become happy. Problem is there is no rain. That is the problem. So Prabhupada told, okay, no problem. You allow us in your state. If we perform Sankirtan Yajna, the rain will come. They surprised. How it possible? By Sankirtan Yajna, how rain? Prabhupada don't know. Prabhupada went his disciples, he started performing Sankirtan Yajna. And he started from morning, evening time, heavy rain. Heavy rain. Because Srila Prabhupada is pure devotee, his disciples, so they are rain. Then all the problems sorted out. All the problems solved. Because of rain. Rain is very, very important. These are natural gift. So, king should know. King must be godly person. Unless he is godly person, he will not develop good quality. He will not be merciful. He will give favor for someone, but he will give punishment to other person, those who are innocent. You can see Vedic culture, maybe this country, this state, that state, there was no discrimination. They fight only with kings, not innocent people, because they were God conscious people. So it's very nice here. And also other we can understand all the time, Vasishtha, Asita, Gautam, Adi. Ambarish was not independent. He was always taking advice. Even he was greater than Vasishtha, greater than Asita. All the rishis, he was greater than them. They were mixed. They were performing yajnas, karma, but Ambarish Maharaj was pure devotee. So he was greater than this. Then next verse explaining, Yasya kratusuhu girvanai sadasya ritajojana tulya rupasya nimisa vedyansa suvasasa. In the sacrifice arranged by Maharaj Ambarish, the numbers of the assembly and priests, especially Hota, Udgota, Brahma and Adhwaryu, were gorgeously dressed, and they all looked exactly like demigods. They eagerly saw to the proper performance of the yajna. This means priest must be satisfied. Meaning anyone working with you, he must be happy. If he is not happy, nobody will become successful. That is most important. So he was treating such a way, not only providing necessity by speaking, by honoring them, everything. They were very, very happy, all the priestly class people. Then, further describing, Swargo na parthito yasya manujai amar priya. Srimad urgayad bhi uttam slok chestita. Verse number 24. The citizens of the state of Maharaja Ambarish were accustomed to chanting and hearing about the glorious activities of the personality of God. Thus they never aspired to be elevated to the heavenly planets, which are extremely dear even to the demigods. This just say, now they were all the chanting and hearing. Everybody wants to go to heavenly planet. He is explaining here. Manujai Amar Priya. Amar means demigods. They don't die. They die, but their duration of life too long. So why even, I don't know, in Vedic culture, nobody say he died. He says Swargbas. He went to heaven. Even after death they want to go to heaven. Even might he is going, his forefather into the hell. But still they say, my father went to heaven. This means nobody wants to go the place where so much suffering, materially hell, other places. And hymen means unlimited sense gratification. Hymen means even they don't become old also. They don't become sick also. If death comes, suddenly they die. And they do not give mother when gives birth. Mother gives birth, then you not take 1 year, 2 years. There's so much work, then child will be grown after maybe 14 years young, 15, 16 years. Suddenly they become. Yeah. Suddenly. As soon as I take birth, they become youth. And when death's supposed to come, immediately they die. They become old and die. Immediately. Such a facility there. So, and also, there is no need to go to office, factory, work. There is no question of mill factory there in heaven. Why? Why? Because we are created so much, because of job and money. Why we need money there? Everything available without hard work. Everything. So therefore, people want to go to heavenly planet. Even Lord Jesus, so his destination was heaven only, not more than that. Yes or no? What they feel, I don't know much, but they say heaven, heaven. Heaven for the devotees like hell. For them, great achievement. For devotees, hell. So here explaining, citizens, they were all the time chanting and hearing the glories of the Lord. They were very happy. They were completely satisfied. Therefore, they were not planning to go to heaven. They were not planning. Even his kingdom, explaining here, thus they never aspire to be elevated to the heavenly planets, which are extremely dear even to the demigods. But citizen, because they were fully satisfied, happy. And Prabhupada commented in the purport, he quoted the words Narayana Para Sarve na kutasche na bibhyati Swargap apavarga narakasu apitulyas darsina. Those who are devotee of the Lord, they don't much differentiate between good and bad. They feel, okay, hell and heaven, both are the same for them. Just like for suffering, in this material world, suffering means for some time. Happiness means also for some time. And those who are suffering little bit, they don't commit much mistake. Here in this material world, those who are very happy, they commit so much, they offend people, they abuse people, they exploit people, so many things they do. But those who are suffering, they don't do all these things. So those who are suffering little bit, their future is bright. Those who are very happy, their future is not very bright. Because very happy means sense gratification. They always commit sinful activities. Nunam pramakta kurute vikarma yada indri prita aprodhi. Sometimes people ask, what is sin? What is this? So, in a simple definition describing Srimad Bhagavatam. Nunam pramakta kurute vikarma. Vikar means sinful activities. Sinful activity. Sinful activity means any action which is not prescribed in the scripture. That is called sin. So which is that's indri tipti. Sometimes if you want to satisfy our senses, you have to commit bad karma, vikarma, forbidden karma. Means forbidden karma. Just like if you want sense gratification, okay, marry. And if you have excessive, then people, they go out of marriage. That is called sin. Sin. So many things. Only if, that's why training must be from childhood. What is the training of childhood? Well, it must control the senses. That's all. Tab sabrahmacharyena samena cha damena cha. People used to go to Gurukul only how to control the senses. How to become gentle, how to become responsible. So many things was happening. So therefore devotee never indulge in sinful activity. Never. Never they think even. They never think even. Forget doing. It does not enter in their mind. In devotee's mind. And Saitham Bhakti Yogena Tapo Yuktena Parthiva. I think time is over. Now we can ask question and answer. Time is over.
5 more minutes.
Okay. We can slok. One slok we can read more.
Yes.
Saitham Bhakti Yogena Tapo Yuktena Parthiva. Swadharmena Hari Pridan Sarvan Kaman Sanai Jaha. Very wonderful verse. The king of his planet, Maharaj Ambarish, thus performed devotional service to the Lord, and in this endeavor practiced severe austerity, always satisfying the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By his constitutional activities, he gradually gave up all material desires. Srila Prabhupada describes very practical thing, the purport. So you can read, you can hear.
Severe austerities in the practice of devotional service are of many varieties. For example, worshipping the deity in temple, there are certainly laborious activities. Shri Vigraharadhana Nityanana Shringara Tanma Diramarjanado. One must decorate the deity, cleanse the temple, bring water from the Ganges and Yamuna, continue routine work, perform arti many times, prepare first-class food for the deities, prepare dresses, and so on. In this way, one must constantly be engaged in various activities, and the hard labor involved is certainly in austerity. Similarly, the hard labor involved preaching, preparing literature, preaching to the atheistic man, and distributing literature door to door is of course an austerity. Tapo yuktena. Tapo divyam putraka. Such austerity is necessary. Yena sattvam sudhyet. By such austerity in devotional service, one is purified of material existence. Kaman shaner jahau. Indeed, such austerity leads one to the constitutional position of devotional service. In this way, one can give up material desires, and as soon as one is freed from material desires, he is freed from the repetition of birth and death, old age and disease.
Very wonderful purport, very practical purport for all of us. And also very simple. It is not the Prabhupada describes such a way that is very difficult to practice. Very easily we can practice at home. This. Because if every householder must keep deity at home, if you are keeping the deity then whole day, and also present time little bit difficult because husband and wife both have to work to maintain themselves. Before, we never thought in our life the woman is going to work. Ladies, they work, but they take care of the children, husband, and they maintain the house, and everything they do, more than. But present time, because of society, central point in the society is a sense gratification. Therefore, we need some money, so much money, and then bring at home both. Even America, such a most developed country in the world, but still I have very few people are not. Even I went to UK, all the people are working, husband and wife. And most of the people, they don't get a hot meal. They don't, especially the Indian style of eating, just like sabji, dal, chapati, rice. They don't cook. Very few family I saw there. I went to UK myself, only one my friend, Rashid Bhai, others. They every day they the wife, they don't work, so they cook and they eat hot chapati, dal, sabji, rice. And most of the people, only they purchase bread, mix something, butter, this and that. And also other thing, just I'm sharing my realization. Most of the people I see, walking and eating.
They'll grab sandwich and walk.
Walking and eating. I surprised when I saw first time. How is it possible walking and eating? Prasadam eating with the food, you have to sit nicely. First, Vedic culture means wash your hand, wash your feet, sit nicely, and the wife is serving properly. In India, the climate is sometimes hot season, this season. Mataji, that they have experience. They feed very nicely children, husband. At the end, they eat. Such a relationship. You can see for the small things. But now, even in my life, when I was, actually, I never saw any film up to college. So, when first time I saw film in the college, and my mother, she heard, she started crying. She started crying. Somebody told your son went to see the film. So, and within few years, Indian politicians, they were very corrupted people. They introduced every house must keep film. They gave free something, television. Then my mother, after 5-7 years, herself every day seeing the film. I told you are crying. When my brother's children they start growing, they removed television, everything from the house. They did not want the children can see all these things. So, point is so much degradation due to the effect of Kali. So much. I never saw talking with my mother and father. They talk, but not in front of us so much. Before I was thinking, ladies, they don't eat. Why? Because I was eating with father, my other brothers, cousin brothers. We eat first, and after eating we go to sleep. And Mataji, the ladies, they eat late. So I never saw why they don't eat. I did first time when I came Nairobi. My friend one was Darbar, Darbar. So Darbar used to tell me all the time, Guruji, Guruji, Guruji. So Guruji, I can take you around. I was new a little bit. So he told me, this is casino. What is this? What is casino? I never had experience even meaning. Then he told me everything. That's on Upper Hill casino, near museum, I think. That Kamlesh Patni later on too. So because these were unknown things in our life. And now children, small children, they know everything due to the advancement of with mobile, this and that. So therefore, those who are children, they are protected. This just like these children are homeschooling, they are protected. But this protection is not new protection. This was natural. This was natural, if you see. Natural. Even in school, teaching was such a way. We did not know what is happening. Not only all the people. Now on every street, therefore, very difficult. Therefore, Prabhupada told these are the slaughterhouses for the children. Material education, all this. Material education was there before also. It's not that there was no education. Even our childhood also we went to school, but not nowadays, like nowadays. So here, this Swadharmena Hari Pridanam Sarvan Kaman Sanajur. Very important. Hari Pridana. He, by his prescribed duty, he was satisfying only Supreme Personality of Godhead. Just see, only by satisfying Supreme Personality of Godhead, he was satisfying all the citizens, everyone. And next verse we are going to read very interesting verses are coming. I wanted to read, but now because we have few days. Because with his action, Supreme Personality of Godhead became very happy. Became very, very happy. He provided his Sudarshan Chakra to him. Next verse is going to explain. Sudarshan Chakra. To protect not him, to his citizens. To his citizens. Because of he was provided by the Lord Sudarshan Chakra, therefore Durvasa got a problem. Because he did not know he had Sudarshan Chakra. So, this you can see, devotee's life we will never know. Might we are not such a devotee. We don't need Sudarshan Chakra, but king needs Sudarshan Chakra. Krishna is very kind. Whatever our need he provides. King, he is responsible of all the citizens. What is responsible? All citizens should become Krishna conscious. That is the responsibility of the king. If all the citizens will become Krishna conscious, automatically will be rain. When rain will begin, food grain will grow. When food grain and woods, all these things, everybody will be, have good house, good everything. Because our life depends on nature. Nature. So nature only provides everything when king is God conscious. So therefore, you can see all the kings. The Krishna wants also, my devotee should be king, that's why he comes. So we can see, the king needs Sudarshan Chakra, this is my point. Whatever small thing we need, we also get. Sometimes we have so much tension. So much tension. No, devotee should not be so much tension for their necessity. Even ants, they get their food. Elephant, they eat 1 ton every day. They get their food. What do you think? We'll not get? No, we'll get 100%. 100%. We'll get food, our shelter, everything, according to our necessity. So he was provided, Sudarshan Chakra will be provided also our necessity. This should be faith. This should be faith. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Any question, any comment?
Your example of Durvasa is coming in next verse. But
After 2 hours.
yeah, so that the whole thing is also demonstrates that the bhakta is always greater than yogi.
Yeah, of course. That is this pastimes describe superiority of devotional service. And it's going to come first, this Bhagavatam, this is Bhagavatam, how Ambarish Maharaj, very greatest personality, greater than yogis. Yogi means, in this material world, if minus devotee, the yogis are topmost. You follow? Anyone. Just like Kardam Rishi created 14-story castle. So yogi can do. Even such a wonderful personality, like yogis, they can create they can fly, they can do everything. They can enter, they can touch even moon from sitting here, sun from sitting here. Prabhupada gave one example in his lecture. 50 years back, when Prabhupada was preaching, from that time 50 years back, not from maybe 100 years back. Varanasi is a very religious place since time immemorial. So in Varanasi, very, very cultured. Just like if you start studying culture, Varanasi and Kashmir and this Bengal is the best. Other state is not much like this. They are very learned people from this place. So Varanasi, that time, even I remember my time, so people cannot misbehave on the street. Misbehave means cannot put proper, they have to put proper attire, proper cloth, covered, and otherwise police will arrest. So that yogi, because he was yogi, he started walking naked. The police arrested him immediately. He was arrested by police. So then police put him inside. Then he came out. He started again walking. They survived. Huh? He did not lock properly door. Then again they arrested. Then they told one police is standing on the door there. Then again he came out. Again, because he was yogi. Yogi means he can become smaller than the smallest. Then the third time he came out, they surprised. Then, because in India, they know also yogi are very powerful. They again arrested him. And then all the 20, 30 police around that room. But still he came out. Then they can understand this person is perfect yogi. Then automatic, his name is spread everywhere in Varanasi. Oh, such yogi, he came out from the prison without any open the door. So all the people started coming to see. Prabhupada gave example this in lecture. So then he was giving example how yogi can perform wonderful activity. Then, sitting, okay, all the people go, what do you want? I want khajur from Dubai. From immediately, take. Mango from Bengal, take. This thing from here, take. Because he was yogi, he can expand his hand and bring and give him immediately. Prabhupada gave this example. So yogi is not ordinary personality. They can walk. Even when I was in university, I was going by cycle. So two students, three students coming. So I heard one great saintly person came on the bank of river today. We went to see him. Searching him, we could not see in his cottage. So we can go, so where is this person we saw? We went in the river. He was sitting on the water. I saw my own eyes. We saw he was sitting like this on the water. In the river, one corner, meditating. Even I have seen this myself. So yogi can do such work. But yogi, you will see here, this pastime yogi is nothing if you compare with devotee. Any other questions?
Thank you, Maharaj. It was very nice to hear about Ambarish Maharaj's devotional activities. My question is, when we read some activities of the Mahabharata, we are also doing some activities, then we can feel that, oh, I am doing this, so I am also big, or I am like, how can we maintain humility while making sure that we are feeling inspired and not feeling like we are doing something big?
No, the devotee first lesson, when we start loving devotional service, there are two words, Anukaran, Anusaran. We don't imitate, we want to become like my Guru Maharaj. We don't want to become like, we don't, Anusaran, we follow the footprint. We say, Sadhu Marga Anugamanam, follow the footprint of the Mahajanas, not imitate. Just like Prabhupada was preaching, he was telling rascals, demons, if we say, people will slap us. Yes or not? How, but Prabhupada, old man, first thing, he was empowered personality. He has no some little bit selfish nature. He was even shouting on people. Still people get effect. Oh, he's a selfless person. He's shouting. Even he practically sometimes abusing. And if you hear one Prabhupada's conversation, especially on Juhu beach. So there was one Patel, Dr. Patel. You have heard? He was practically quarreling. And he was Gujarati. He has Gujarati friend. Badhana gadi bolo che. He was speaking, you can hear. He is speaking, he is shouting on everybody, abusing. Prabhupada could understand his action because he did not know Gujarati, but he could understand. Because he started discussing about Swaminarayan. Prabhupada, what is Swaminarayan? Krishna cannot be become Swaminarayan, Daridra Narayan. He used this word. He told about Siksha Patri. We have original Siksha Patri. What is use of another Siksha Patri? If you hear, you see this Prabhupada, how he can quarrel and shout. Even I feel sometimes. But Prabhupada really practically quarreling with Patel. And later on, Patel's surrendered to Srila Prabhupada. And Patel had one son. He also took initiation from His Holiness Gopal Krishna. So this was Prabhupada's power. So, but we should not imitate. It's not possible. We have to present such a way people should feel very happy. Such language, such word, people should feel very, very happy. So people should not hurt. Prabhupada was a different personality. Some self-realized soul, Mahabhagavat, even whatever he does, people will get a spiritual effect. Even sound, even by, if somebody sees Srila Prabhupada. Once Jasomatinanda Prabhu, Ahmedabad temple president, he told me, Narayan Maharaj, who was not very favorable to ISKCON also later on, he told this to Jasomatinanda Prabhu. He was sharing with me. He told Prabhupada he was such a personality, if he can look on someone, he will become his disciple. He will be purified immediately. Such personality. Otherwise, how is it possible? Just see, we are preaching so much. When Prabhupada came, he was not preaching to Indians. No Indian, only one person, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj. Only one was there in the beginning. But Prabhupada, old man, all the hippies with him, they were cooking for him, some smoking and coming, helping in the kitchen. He's smoking, they wash and they... I heard one high surprise, I heard Prabhupada was giving lecture, one person came, he was drunk. Swamiji, this is toilet roll. This is for you. Then Prabhupada, devotional service begins. Just see, think. He serves. So we are not with ordinary personality, we should think. We are with Srila Prabhupada. We are with Srila Prabhupada. That's why this mission is going on. Otherwise, how it will go on? At least we can preach favorable person. We cannot preach those who are unfavorable. At least we can preach those who are favorable. So we should not imitate. We should not feel just like if you are washing the pot in the kitchen. One very advanced devotee washing the pot. Both are not the same. He will feel this service is not different from deity. A new person will feel, oh, what service has given me? Washing the pot. But those who advance duty, they never fail. When His Holiness Gopal Samaj was there, especially his health was not very bad. As long as he can bind, he himself wiping after doing arti. Even his disciples, so many disciples, no, he himself was wiping. He is taking great pleasure in wiping. Later on, when he could not bind, but as long as he himself was doing. So both are so much different. When we do, and very advanced devotee doing same thing, their consciousness is completely different. Therefore, we should not imitate. Even if you want to do, you cannot do like Ambarish. It's not possible. It's not possible. They are Siddha Purush. We are sadhakas. So therefore, for so many rules and regulations, how we comfortably should perform, don't want it very heavy work, and any service which you don't like, if you do, it will become offensive also. Better whatever service you like, you should do like this. Other offensive, why this type, which this duty engage me unnecessary. He's sitting himself on the vyasana, engaging me this, we start feeling like this, that is offense. So therefore, in the beginning, so we should perform devotional service, which service, whatever service if you like, you do. But those who are advanced devotee, they are not dependent on their own liking. They depend on Krishna's liking. Devotees liking. They serve for the pleasure of Krishna. This is different. It's clear? Thank you. So, Prabhu, you want to say something? आपको कुछ बोलना है तो बोलिए.
You were saying, Prabhupada, just even those who see Prabhupada, they can be affected. So I remember one Prabhupada disciple, he told the story of how he was walking on the street. First time he saw Prabhupada, he was walking on the street. He saw Prabhupada coming. And Prabhupada looked at him. And immediately in his heart he felt Prabhupada was telling him, why are you suffering like this? Come and surrender to Krishna. And in his mind he was thinking, yes, but not now. I'm not ready. So Prabhupada looked at it, he looked back, and then Prabhupada went like this. Just like that. He said, okay, I think he understands. But he remembered, and years later he came back and he surrendered to Prabhupada. He said, now the time has come for me to surrender. Just by looking. Yeah.
So many things. Prabhupada was not ordinary personality. Dinbandhu Prabhu was Vrindavan Dinbandhu Prabhupada disciple. Once he came to Nairobi, he was one incident he was describing, Prabhupada narrating one. Prabhupada was a walking old man, walking on he came out from the flight, across the immigration, then walking further to collect his servant's bag. And that person, old man, American, he saw so much effulgence coming from his head. He said, oh, this old man signing. He started shouting. Dinbandhu was telling he was also there.
Oh, you were there.
So he started loudly, oh, this old, just see his head, signing. The purity is the force. When purity is there, devotee starts signing. They maintain purity by chanting Hare Krishna, by following the principle. This is beginning. They manage such a way, work such a way, okay, they don't like to work, this is true. But for the sake of duty, they work. But as soon as they come home, they chant, they hear, they discuss Krishna with family members. Therefore, if all the family members are devotee, that house is Vaikuntha, not material world. Therefore, family member must be devotee. Then where is the question? What we are going to take here? Nothing will we will going to take. I don't know why people don't want to become devotee. I suppose. Just see. Yes? Purushottam? Purushottam was chanting very seriously today. In front of Tulsi. After lunch, yes? So, okay, we can stop here if you... yes?
I have a question. You talked about how Krishna provides everything that is necessary for a devotee, whatever is necessary. Yet, how can we stay satisfied with what Krishna has given us? How do we know, oh, this is good enough for me, is my question. How do we not over-endeavor?
First thing, devotee naturally satisfied. That is nature. Even little more does not matter. If little more, just like here, we are all here. Maybe somebody earning more, somebody less, because we are all devotee. And we took same prasadam together. Same prasadam. Sometimes very good prasad, sometimes might khichari only. Bite khichari. But devotee they take with love and affection, even khichari. I remember, Ravi Nathwani, he took one bowl khichari after he came long time to the temple, eating like this, finished. I told Ravi, what? Prabhu, after a long time I am getting this khichari. He's a rich person, but he's sitting outside the prasadam hall on the staircase. And such a high surprise, I saw he eating a small bowl. Too. I told Ravi, what you are doing? Prabhu, after a long time, I could not get, after 1 month I am getting khichari. So even whatever little we get, nobody complains. Somebody comes, that is different. Actually, devotee, no, they together, whatever, the good prasad, not good prasad is prasad. Prasad is never bad, mean less item or more item, does not matter. Because Krishna has taken, so we will release with his prasadam. And don't discriminate also. He has given less donation, he has given more this donation. So whatever Krishna provided, someday we take khichari, today you took puja, all these things. So everybody all the time relishing. So, but devotee always feel Krishna is provided. It is not either less, more, does not matter. He provided whatever is good for me. He is not providing, he is providing something more to him, maybe that is good for him. If he provides more to me, I will not be able to digest. This is devotee's consciousness. Devotee, they don't blame, why you did not give me more, you are getting him so much. No. They feel, if Krishna gives me more, I will not be able to digest. I will go in Maya. And he is getting more, he is capable. He is capable. I am not able to spend money for Krishna. Sometimes happens. Some devotee, even less they have, they are very generous. Other devotee, even they have so much, they cannot spend much. So devotee feels either less, more, does not matter. Less is good for me, this much. And he is getting, okay, he is capable. He is capable. He will use in the service of Krishna. Might or not able to use. Sometimes somebody is just in this material world. Any material things, if you get more, you become proud and puffed up. Anyone, you can see. Very proud and puffed up. But devotee, they don't become. They don't become. They don't say, okay, they don't unsatisfied always. Okay, if I get so much might, I'll become proud and puffed up. They feel like this. So it's not whatever has given, they give credit to Krishna. That's all. That is my point. It is clear? Yes. Thank you.
We have example today. Morning khichdi, I was happy. Then I got pizza.
Yes, Prabhu.
I was just curious about Durvasa Muni. I've heard so many stories about him getting angry. With he being the scholar, what was it that he was always angry on? Here, Ambarish Maharaj, and then in different stories as well.
So, what do you want to know?
Just more context about what
We are going to read.
No, like his nature-wise.
Nature-wise, because nature can be changed when we perform pure devotional service unto the lotus feet of Krishna. He was not devotee. He was not serving Krishna. He was yogi. So his nature, even after achieving so much yogic perfection, but he could not change his nature. Nature can be, we have nature to serve Krishna. That is our nature. Jiver Swarup hai Krishna nature. We are servant. So yogi, they don't feel they are servant. You follow? Because they don't serve Krishna. So only this nature appears when we serve Krishna. So he has no such nature. Otherwise, how small devotee, if you are small, somebody is putting tilak, you feel very happy. Just like Prabhu was describing, some, what, ghost, what do you say, ghost?
Halloween.
Halloween.
Achha.
Ghost
So some people, okay, what they want to become, they put Hare Krishna there. But devotees, these are all people, they pull him. So forget even a small devotee, we feel very happy to see her. What about, but this Durvasa, even he just see him because he was ready to punish and to kill Ambarish Maharaj. Because he did not know the power of devotees. And even after becoming great yogi, he could not understand. Yes.
Sorry, I know it's overtime, but I have a question. Maharaj, thank you so much, first of all, for the lesson. But in verse 24, we read that citizens never aspire to be elevated to the heavenly planets. But we live in a time where there is no Maharaj Ambarish or anyone like him. We live in a world that is full of misery. So, should our goal, should the devotees' goal be that they want to break free from the cycle of birth and death, or should it be more service for the Lord in the cycle?
Your question is first one question I had last. Devotee wants to become free from the birth and death. That is one.
Yeah.
And what is the other question in the beginning?
No, so it's part of the same question. There are two things I'm reading here. One is, should the devotee want to be free from birth and death, or should the devotee aspire for more service?
No, but devotee first thing, they don't want to become free from birth and death. Automatically they become free from. Do you follow?
Through service.
Automatically, if you perform devotional service, you will get it after leaving this body, transcendental body. There is no question of birth and death. Automatic. They don't want become free from the birth and death. Birth and death means liberation. They don't want liberation. They want to only serve life after life. Actually, we have to plan to go back home, back to Godhead. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, no. Every life, birth after birth, I want to perform unmotivated devotional service. But nothing wrong to going back home, back to Godhead. But devotee means, even if you want or not want, you will become free from birth and death, automatically. Because you cannot go back home, back to Godhead with your birth and death. There is no birth and death there. That is one thing. And about heaven, why devotee don't want to go heaven? Because heaven is more dangerous than hell. Because heaven means you will forget 100%. Bhog Aishwarya Prasaktanam Taya Prahit Chetasam. There is so much opulent. So much opulent. You forget. Even just see Arjuna went to heaven by the mercy of Indra. He went there. Urvasi approached, but he refused. She cursed him. Means if you don't want to do sense gratification, you will be cursed. For devotees, greatest suffering is sense gratification. Therefore, they don't want to go to heavenly planet. Just in the place. At least here, if you don't want sense gratification, people will worship you. And sannyasi are worshipped in this material world because they don't want sense gratification. They are highly respected. But heaven, even if you don't want, no, they will curse you. Completely opposite. True or not? I think it became too late. We can stop here.
Thank you, Maharaj.
ग्रंथ राशि में भागवतम विजय श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, निताई गौर